Hello, people, and welcome aboard to watch yet another World Team Carcassonne Online Championships friendly match. This time between Poland and Ukraine. And then after this match, we will have another match to stream between France and Spain. So, kind of a double stream today. I'm gonna say it's gonna take anywhere between 2.5 and 3 hours today, so a bit of a longer one. And hopefully, all of our viewers have enough energy, time, and like just general willpower to stay here until the end of the France-Spain match. And I'm already going to say that special thanks to you who will be able to stick through the entirety of the stream. Hello, Pablo. I appreciate the kind words. Certainly feels good to win the first season, and it was certainly a great debut for my arena history since I have indeed never played arena before this season. Now, to the lineups. We have, first of all, we have one pair that is seemingly starting a bit late. So KR07MP, I have no idea how that name is supposed to be pronounced. Going against going against the lawyer at 1900, so half an hour after everyone else. Then we have Terran versus Maxim Basilic. We have Thomas Broich versus Stare Bravo. We have Preachy versus Devaka. Fenistel versus Adriar. I definitely should remember his name, but unfortunately I am still working on remembering the um, the more known competitive scene names by heart. We have Ceballos versus Sergei Zakharenko. And then on the seventh pair, we have Hornir 91 versus Pavel Brin. Later on with the France-Spain, we have the familiar names from Spain's side. We have Texi, Loku, 2020 Rafa, Madcan, and the captain Joaquin Calzado. And then we have Vivian, Vivienne or Vivian. I'm gonna take a gamble and I'm gonna say Vivienne. Charlotte. Then we have RMLS. We have Blitz, who was the representative of the 2023 World Championships. Also should definitely remember his name, but yet again, I do not. Then we have Squalus and Lache. So certainly France, Spain going to be a sight to see. Not to take anything away from Poland, Ukraine, it has a full stack of great players in the roster from both sides. Now, a daily reminder to you all that today it is the 9th of April and the registration for the WTCOC closes tomorrow. So if you do not have your team registered, do it now. Do it immediately. And if you are not the captain of your team, then and you know that your team is not registered and is not showing up on the Carcassonne.cat page, which is the website that provides all the necessary information for the WTCOC, then kick your captain's ass and make sure that you will be seen on that website, because if you don't, then there is a chance that you and your whole team will miss the whole tournament, and we don't want that to happen. Welcome to the chat to Kilherme as well. Thanks for the congrats. Portugal is finally there. That's good to know. They seemingly delayed their registration until almost the very final day, which I'm not a fan of because there might always be some surprises which might sometimes lead you to not actually being able to register or something, so, and that would be tremendously horrible. Now, as per usual, we will follow the suggestions of the chat regarding the pairing that you want to see. And for starters, I guess we'll start with Terran and Basilic. The selection process was a tough one. Well, I do imagine it was. Portugal has a lot of players, at least to my knowledge, and a lot of talented ones at that. Okay, well, they haven't started yet. Let's see. US Kuti or Thomas Broich, has he started? Yes, he has. Okay, so we'll switch to that game. Whoa, okay, they are way into the game. This is what happens when I always just assume that people are going to be starting at exactly the right time when they have announced the match to begin, and it never happens. So Tomas is 6 points ahead. There's a nice looking city with already 7 points, so +1 for green, +3, +9, +11, +8, 4 equal field of 3 points, and +6 for Tomas, but actually a 6-point field, so +9. But green does have, I would say, more threats. Well, actually, really only one threat, being this city. But since it is the start of the game and there are not too many features on the board, then one threat is plenty to have. Ooh, a rather interesting situation now for Stare Bravo. Now, is he going to finish his city and just kind of risk his larger city being blocked, or is he going to just start a new city, for example, here, and limit this ring road to a crossroads? I personally would still just do this because there are still two daggers to go here if it gets limited to it, and then there are, well, actually one tube divider, but also a bunch of other city caps with a field to finish the city, and in the worst case scenario, since this was the final remaining starting tile, it might be so that if Stare Bravo does not finish this city right here, right now, then Scotty might be going over here and block this meeple, and then you would be just a meeple down. Okay, Scotty going for the block immediately, which is fine. See, I like you have like better blocking chances if you direct it this way, but then it might also be so that Star Bravo will just now use a triangle over here and block Scooty's meeple along with his own city and just be up in a mini battle, 8 points to 4, which I think would be totally doable thing for Star Bravo to do, especially when Scooty does not have meeples in hand at the moment. Which is exactly what he does also. Now I imagine just 1 point going to the Monastery of Green. Has also some issues with the Red City and needs to do something about it quite urgently. But not with this tile. This city cap is not suitable to attack or to anyhow harass this city. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, already 4 field triangles out and a divider out as well. So only 2 tiles that would be like ideal here for Tomasz, which is not too many. Like when you consider that 36 tiles are remaining. First of all, it could take a very long while for Scooty to have one of those 2 tiles, and secondly, he is not very likely to get one of those. I was gonna say he's not very likely to get one of those 2 tiles before Star Bravo is able to do some shenanigans over here, but well, I stand corrected. Tomasz can. Feels like Tomasz is playing with 3 tiles in his hand, man. Like you just go over here, and hope to get one out of the 2 tiles, and boink, there it is. There's two more cities, 2 Reds field, as well as a 6-point city, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 13. So a 19-point move overall this was. And I gotta say that this definitely eases quite significantly the pressure that Tomasz had just a minute ago. Hello, Sergey. Nice to see you in the chat, up and awake. Now, what exactly is Star Bravo going to conjure up? I think no. I mean, this wasn't this wasn't important to get back immediately. I mean, you still have plenty of city caps in the game. I would say so. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, like 9 city caps still remaining. So not a top priority. I think a better move would have been to make this, just take 2 points and surround your monastery and get your monastery out of this rather horrible position where you have a shared, well, basically a shared field, shared city, as well as a monastery tied to that shared city. So, if you go over here, then you can also in the future use road tiles very effectively, whereas now you you have only one tile to save this meeple. I think one, two, yeah, one tile to go over here, and now your chances of getting this meeple back have very drastically been demolished. Not to zero, but to 50-50, which is not too great. He does get a lot of compensation in the form of monasteries, though. First, the road monastery, which fit perfectly to the square that Skuti was trying to block, and then immediately after, a second monastery, getting his first monastery completed, and now is remaining with two monasteries worth 14 points and has yet another monastery in hand. So definitely Stare Bravo does have some fighting edge in this game, as all the monasteries that he is getting will be able to compensate the field that Scotty has taken control of with two meeples, well, soon to be two meeples, and the field is at the moment worth 12 points, but very easily gonna be 15 and then 18. So chances are that green will still be in a trouble of some sort, but not that deep as he was just a couple of moves ago when Scotty was able to finish this feature. But Stara is thinking for a long time. I'm not sure if he is doing something totally different than playing Carcassonne. I think like just a 5-point monastery would be totally doable move here. Only 10 seconds in the clock. I wanna say that he was doing something different, but we will never know. Oh, what the that's a horrible move with this tile. This tile had way more value going in here. This was like the perfect tile to go over here. Absolutely perfect tile to go here. Wait, it I like am I hallucinating? Like it was green who put the triple city here, right? Surely it was green because there was this. Then I think immediately this. It was definitely green. Why would you not go here and get a meeple back? The absolute best tile that you can ever have to this square to surround your monasteries. A net plus 1 point, and you don't risk finishing your opponent's city. I am just flabbergasted of the decision that the Star Bravo made here. That's, I think, just an absolutely horrendous move. considering the alternative choices that he had. And let's hope that he will not be paying the price. There are still 2 triple cities with a field remaining, and he might still be able to get one of them to still go here, to still get a maple back with no risk at all. But he also has an extender as well, which he could go over here, but it's slightly more inconvenient because an extender is a more valuable tile than a triple city without a shield. Scotty has in the meanwhile been able to complete the 4-point road, strengthen his grasp on the field that is now worth 18 points, and more seems to be incoming. +1 on the scoreboard. These are equal. -3 has an 8-point monastery, which takes away this. I would say that red is in a slight lead regarding the points at the moment, but green has 2 meeples more to play with, which means that green might be in a more favorable position. It might be so that red will be needing to get a city cap to make this 4-point city, but all starting tiles are gone. There is 1 city crossroad remaining, and there still is, I think, actually no, there isn't this 1 dagger, but there is that 1 remaining city crossroad to fit here and to bring 7 points to Scooty. Ha! Interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 regular curve remaining. And Stare Bravo seems to be showing signs that, I might come to this field, I might not. I'm gonna, let it muster here. But I do believe that if Scooty gets the final remaining curve, he will place it here to get this 1 city to his field and to get 3 points away from Stare Bravo. I have a gut feeling that the green did not even need to attack this field. It might have been a mistake. Let's do a little point counting. So +8 for green, 16, 23, 26, 34, 30, 22, and 19. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like he was +1 already. So I think it would have been much better for green to just take a 4-point ruin here and not risk like anything. Okay, he takes the ruin now. Scotty keeps still scoring quick points. So like what, +4, +9, +6. Okay, green gets the missing city crossroad, is able to take 7 points on the field, but the curve is still lingering somewhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I really hope Star Bravo is not considering this move. I really hope so. He doesn't need to get to the field. He doesn't need to. I think if he just takes 4 points here, I think he's gonna be good. Okay, does exactly that. Tomas, does he? I think Tomas will surely be going here, or maybe even here and drop a farmer, if there are tiles to do that other than the curve. But this might also be a doable move to prevent Stare Bravo from blocking this connection, which I think Scooty will need to overrun the 6-point field that green now has, and also to get the 5-point road. It might be so that Scooty cannot win without that curve. I think he is a bit too much behind. Hello Lef, welcome to the Happy Club stream. Okay, let's have a look-see at what tiles are remaining. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There is a triple city with... Actually, no, there's not. Never mind. Okay, so there is the curve. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's one crossroad. 1, 2. No, but there can't be. Okay, no crossroads. No monasteries. How about triangles? 4, 5. Apparently there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There is one crossroad. Then, which is, I think, the field crossroad. So the field crossroad, the curve, and then something else. Stare Bravo just cannot seem to be getting any tiles to block this connection at any point, and it's looking more and more likely that Scooty will actually be able to pull this off, which would be 6 times 2 because Stare Bravo is losing 6 and Scooty is gaining 6. 11, a 16-point move. So a massive value move. Oh! Oh, no, 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 no. But wait, if Scooty needs the curve, then he also needs a spot to use it, so I was considering that maybe this would be a decent move to make. But that's only if Scooty absolutely needs the curve, which he of course didn't get, but if he got, or if he has no other way to win, or had no other way to win, then I think he should have gone over here and maybe even drop a farmer. No, actually, no. Not drop a farmer, but... Oh, wait. No, actually, I'm not sure, because I am not entirely certain of the exact point count at the moment, so I am not entirely certain if Scotty needed that curve to win. But like, so now he got 4, 5 points plus 6 plus 2, so 7 points instead of like this without a meeple on the field, and then maybe this, so 6, 12, 11, 15, 16, 17, so plus 10 possibility, which, okay, so the difference is 9. Now, is this a winning move if Scotty goes for it? Actually, I don't think it is, because then we gotta take into account that Scotty will not be getting these 5 points, and would thus have like, God, it's okay. I really wanna try to solve this one like real fast. Okay. So difference is that then Scooty got 5 plus 2 points, and then if he instead goes here and meeples, okay, first we gotta realize that he cannot meeple the field because he needs the meeple to score the points here. But then if he does not meeple, then Star Bravo gets this, then goes here and meeples, and then Scotty will just get gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 points. So 1 pointless to 94. But then Star Bravo will lose out on this point. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to 98. Okay, okay. I don't think there was a win for Scooty, no matter what he does, if both players play optimally. Okay, yeah, I don't think there was a win for Thomas, but it would have been a content move. Now, hi P-Chan, welcome to the stream. Okay, how about now we move to Terran and Basilic. If you want a specific match to be featured, then do let me know in the chat. I did forget to watch the actual score. Is it 1-0? It is already Basilic winning 1-0. And it is a very fast-paced game. Basilic seems to be having the upper hand, at least on the scoreboard. Plus 20 and a rather large city. For 11 points. So there's that. Then there is 6, 10-point city for blue. Another city for 7 points for blue, 8 for blue. Okay. Plus 16 for green. Plus 27. 30, 32, 37. Then 30, 22, 16, 4, plus 6 for blue, I think. Plus 2. Okay, equal, so 0. And then now Terran can he afford to take quick points, or does he have to go like here, for example? Decides to take the quick points, so he's now like +2, I think. 7 points to Basilic, goes to +5 for green. Terran gets the block just in time, but it's still -5, and now I think -12. And takes a 5-point road, so +7 for Basilic. At least I believe it's gonna be a win for green, if there is any trusting the game chat. So I'm gonna say +7 for green. Let's see how wrong I am with the quick maths. 77. It is a +7 win. Okay. A lot of quick point scoring in the end with lots of city caps. So even though green did not get the city cap that he needed to finish this city, then he was, despite that, able to utilize his 2-1 meeple advantage, go on this 6-point field and threaten the connection to this 12-point field, which forced Terran to use tiles on this. And instead of scoring, though there wasn't really anywhere to score with this tile anyway, assuming that he wants to use his final meeple on the final turn, so it's not really a point loss of any kind. But the first match point goes to Ukraine. And it is Terran O and Basilic 2. Now, and next up in line is, well, let's see, has Lawyer started? Yes, he has. Going against a strong Polish expert. My pronunciation on those English words was all over the place. A strong Polish expert. There we go. Equal on the scoreboard. We have a 5-point monastery for blue, and then a 3-point road, so +8. Then we have a 15 to 9 field, so +2 for blue, +1 equal, and then we have a city fight with 1 tile to go here, but for now it is a 7-point advantage for Lawyer in regarding this city fight. And I do believe Lawyer is at the moment leading by 5, 6, 7 points or something. But he is in a meeple disadvantage of 2 meeples. Gets a city block, a monastery blocked, but does manage to get a triple city, which is the final of its kind, to fit here, which means that the two meeples of the Polish player will remain blocked at 2 points and honestly likely at 1 point. It seems that all five. Did I say all five? No. No, there is still one road triangle remaining, but it's not gonna bring too much happiness for the Polish player, able to get only one extra point over here, which is likely not to be worth it. But Lawyer is therefore enjoying this rather large ruin and is gonna have a big advantage on that mini battle. Whereas the Polish player will have to somehow find opportunities to score. Well, here is definitely one of what the case. Interesting choice. Decides not decides not to save his monastery and start a new city, but rather try and finish his already existing city, which works out, but I still would say that it is a rather weird move. I guess the Polish player was just afraid that this city would be blocked with any triple city or with a triangle if guided downwards, because this is the last, or was the last, dagger with the left hand side curve. But if you're worried about blocked meeples, then why not just save the one that you have, like the tile, or why not just save the meeple that you have the exact tile in hand to be able to save it and create more threats by starting a 6-point city. It's not like the city can be guided here because all triple cities with a road are gone. And then you would be able to use a otherwise maybe rather useless road tile to finish your monastery. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Also, there was only 4 tiles that there were only 4 tiles remaining, which Lawyer could have used to block this city in the first place, and seems like there were a lot of city caps. So I think this, I gotta say this is a mistake. I gotta say it's a mistake. Well, let's see if the player with the green meeples is able to sort this out. He's +4 on the scoreboard, +5 with this monasteries, +1 equal +6, 7, 8, 9, 6, 3. He's -4 for a meeple, but the Lawyer has a rather easy spot, or rather easy looking spot, to get a meeple back, so I do have to say that I do prefer Lawyer's position here. Lawyer also has the chances to just throw all extenders, triple cities, and triangles to the ruin, which is no longer in danger of getting tied. Gets a nice 9-point monastery, which I assume is gonna get blocked. But the Polish player needs to think, is it worth to block this, or can he block this maybe? Because all starting tiles are out, so this is a 100% block. Whereas this, I don't think would be. There are still city caps to finish this, even if it was to be harassed with a road. A fine move would be, I think, green to just go here. Or not. Here would be just adding one potential city to his field and then be able to harass this city from two sides. Decides against it though. And now doesn't have actually any spot to take quick points from with a crossroad. Interesting. So now is he gonna go here? I would assume so. Maybe he can get like the final remaining city crossroad and then go here afterwards and block this guy, and then maybe he has a fighting chance, but he's just really not gonna go for this, which I have rather difficult time understanding why not. Still cannot take any quick points. Actually, he can take now 2 points, but does he have a better use for a road monastery? I don't think so. I don't think he can really use it for points as a monastery. He might need to keep a meeple in hand to score quick points. +4. Oh, now he goes for it. But this is... Oh, no, yeah, because that's also 3 points, brings another city to the field, which... So this move is actually the best one that he can make in terms of instant points. But I am still weirded out that the Polish player did not go for this move earlier. Even meeples the monastery, which I guess that works. I mean, if lawyer completes this, then it's going to be actually a -1 point move. But it's going to be interesting whether lawyer will have a meeple in hand to drop a farmer here, and then he will not, because this should be the move for green. As it is, lawyer gets a meeple back. And I think green is now slightly ahead in points. +4, -1, -9, -3, +6, +5, +9, +17, +20, 12, 7. Actually, green is still -3. So what I think what the lawyer needs to do is to take this city and meeple it. He needs to do that if there are city caps remaining, but there might not be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So 2 points, and to go to +5 is going to be plenty enough. +11, +10, and with his final move, the Polish player going to be able to take like 4 points here or then here, which is going to be at Still +6 for lawyer. And it might be so that this 3-point road ended up being possibly one of the nails in the coffin for the Polish player, as he did not create a platform to harass this city or to include this city to the field earlier, but instead took a 3-point road which was able to be harassed and then had to wait for a long time for this city crossroad or to get the second meeple back in the first place. Although he was able to take a straight up 8-point move with the road monastery, I mean, it's tricky. But I still want to say that, going for 3-point roads or 4-point roads at such a late stage of the game is not gonna be doing wonders all that many time. All that uh, many occasions, or at least it's going to be um, worse for your winning odds. Yeah, but a +7 win for lawyer and a game point to Ukraine. Okay, in the meanwhile, we get some in knowledge that Pavel Brin has finished the games and 2-0 versus Hornier. So we will update that, and it's gonna be another match point for Ukraine. Let us see how is our dear friend Saharek doing. It is a 1-1 situation, so it is a decider that is going on. Six points is the difference for green. 10, 13, 19, 23. The field is equal as of right now. 20, 17, 11, 6. So 6 points is indeed the lead for the Polish player as of right now. Now it will be curious to see if Saharek finds this move worthwhile. I don't think he will do that, because the odds that he's gonna get blocked or attacked from here are usually quite great. And there are no dividers remaining. But he does have to muster up some kind of a threat to come back. One of those threats is, of course, that Saharek just connects to the field, whilst this meeple is kept at bay at only 6 points, which would then require more investment from Ceballos on the field. Why? Where? Why? uh, phew. Why would you make this move? I mean, like, you're using a city cap. Like, surely with 2 meeples you can afford to just start a new city and like with a city cap. Or if you just want to add 1 point to your city, when like this opportunity can be blocked for to prevent extra points. No, 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 no. I don't agree with this move like one bit. Uh, but we shall trust that Saharik has a plan which he is ready to follow. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. The final remaining crossroad is a city crossroad, which means that even if Saharik were to block this connection, then he would also block his own connection because also all starting tiles are out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This connection can still be blocked, but it's quite difficult now. 1, 2, 3. Well, there are two road triangles which would fit in the purpose of Ceballos. Would also then be able to meeple this city, although it would block his own meeple as well. It would not matter because the higher priority is to prevent Saharik from being able to connect to the field. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 straight roads left in the deck. Wonderful timing. Wonderful timing by Ceballos taking the city, and Saharik now cannot make a full save on this square and at the same time block the green farmer as he would be finishing the city of Ceballos, and wow, there is the missing crossroad, and it's gonna go over here. 2 points for green, and it does create a 4-point road for Saharik, but what can you do? It is definitely well worth because the only thing that you have to really much do is to make sure that you don't lose this field. Also, it might be so that this city can be still finished, and it can be finished because the remaining triple city is indeed with a field. So there are chances that this will be a 4, 5, 6, 12-point city, which I think would guarantee the win almost for green. Even in points, 7, yeah, +7, +12, +20 for red, +25, 21, 20, 14, 12, 8. Actually, +8 for red. Now +14. Wonderful move, by the way, by Saharik, recognizing that there was still at least one dagger remaining, and yeah, exactly one dagger remaining, which he could use over here to not only try and well, not finish his city, but actually get a 6-point field and have a possibility to actually get to the field with a third meeple, which otherwise looks to be quite problematic. Ceballos trying to get to the field from uh, from from the from the above had at least 2 tiles to do that, but unfortunately Saharic is pulling every tile that Ceballos needs to get to the field, but there is still the Triple City in the deck, and if Ceballos can take that, because he still has 2 tiles in use and has a 66% chance that he actually draws it, I think that will be enough. Or actually, is it though? +8, +14, 15, 16. This would be a 15-point move if Ceballos is able to make it with a farmer. If Ceballos gets the Triple City on his next move, I'm pretty sure he will win. But if he doesn't, that's annoying. And I'm not sure why Ceballos did not meeple this. Like, he's gonna get the Triple City, sure, but it's not gonna be enough anymore. It's gonna be a 15-point move, but Saharic is already ahead more than 15 points. So, because Ceballos did not use a meeple to this city, he lost 1 point, which I think still would not make the difference. But it would still be a more precise move. I think Saharic is now winning by just a couple of points. By 6 points. And that is yet another match point for Ukraine. And, you know, given the fact that there were still, at the time when Green went for the third farmer to the field, there were 2 field triangles and 2 regular curves. Now, or was there 1? Oh gosh darn, no, actually I think there was only 1. So yeah, I think this was actually the better move, just to increase the amount of tiles, although it was a blockable connection, but yeah, I think it was generally just a better to have more tiles to get you to the field. Okay. Great blocking game by Saharic, which allowed him to have another point for Ukraine. Let's go here, and 1 and a 2, and it is now 0-3. Ukraine seems to be kinda on fire. Okay. Adriar seems to be finished with his opponent. A clean 0-2. And another point for Ukraine. Then Dewaka seems to be finished. But this time it is the Polish player who scores the match point. and Poland does not go home completely empty-handed, which is somewhat of a morale boost, I guess, for them. Then I think Scotty is also done, and he is able to come back from a 1-0 deficit to a reverse sweep, which is, well, I think usually used in a best of 5 matches, that term, but works in here as well. Poland goes to 2 and 4. And then we have a lawyer left playing. Still in a 1-0 situation for Ukraine. So we shall see how this turns out. Now, +4 shows the scoreboard of the Ukrainian player. A shared road. A lot of farmers. +2. +10. +3. And everything else is farmers. 3 farmers versus 1, 2, third going. So +3 for blue without counting the fields. And it seems that blue has absolutely no issues with the fields at the moment. So I would say that he is the strong favorite to win this game. 1, 2, there aren't even daggers to fit this square. They are all gone. One there, one there, one there. So, and this field is very, very boxed in. I mean, KR has to get the second meeple in, but how is he gonna get the third meeple? Maybe like from here and through a curve? If Loyo wants to, yeah, I think if Loyo wants to secure this game, he's gonna go over here and just fully close the field. Yeah, I think Lawyer has won this game. 10 tiles remaining, and there are absolutely no possible attacking spots to the field. That is worth 18 points, putting Lawyer at +21. And there's not like a single feature on the board that will yield more than 3 points. But let's try and see how KR could be getting points anyway. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All triangles gone. No dividers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No triple cities, so cannot use this castle at all. Uh, blocked. Blocked. And you're supposed to score 21 points. Also, when your opponent has like 5 more tiles in use. This seems to be, to my eyes at least, very near to impossible. I guess Lawyer would have to like help you in like every move. which he, for some reason, does not seem to be doing. Not sure why. Plus 23 now. Straight road. What can you do with a straight road? Can you do anything? Are there crossroads? Well, I guess you could go here without even a meeple, or with a meeple and just hope to get the final remaining field crossroad, or actually the road monastery and score 4 points, make a 6-point field. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8. There is one regular curve remaining. So if you get the field crossroad, you could go here, meeple the road, and then get the curve and get 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, an 11-point road. So maybe a lawyer wants to go here and take that chance off the table. Not that he really needs to, because he's so far ahead. But just if you want to be like very precise and want to remove all even remotely possible point scoring opportunities, then that would be one of them. Just double checking I'm not hallucinating. I think I am seeing 3 field crossroads. Yes. Okay, KR, still 2 tiles remaining. He has like a 25% chance to like still make this happen. If he goes like, for example, here, and then next tile he gets the crossroad and then the curve. He's not gonna win anymore, like no matter what he does, but could make this interesting still. Just to, be able to say that, ha, I saw a point scoring opportunity and I took it and I I made it happen. I succeeded. True winner's mentality. Ah, uh, I mean, I think that's just gonna get blocked anyways, like immediately. One. Well, there was a tile to do that, but considering all the other tiles that were remaining, this plus a curve plus something else, you know. Well, there was this, so it was possible that lawyer does not block it immediately. A 33% chance. So I guess that was doable. Okay. But I would say a very comfortable 30-point win for lawyer, or 29. A commanding lead nonetheless. A 29 points is the difference, and like I said, a commanding lead over the Polish experts. Poland seems to be having or seems to be rocking a a very strong team despite today's result of 2-5. But let's take into account who they were playing against. I mean, if you are playing against Ukraine, then you should not really expect to automatically win. I mean, that would be like the biggest mistake you've ever made when you take into account that Ukraine has like a billion uh, players who are very high talent. 2-5 final score for the Poland-Ukraine match. So congratulations for Ukraine for yet another friendly match win. Hopefully you are able to keep the streak going in on the next week when the actual tournament uh, weeks begin. Not against Finland. Please don't come into the same group. We don't we don't desire to get that tough of a group. Like we are the debutants. You know, we gotta be relieved from that tough of a groups. Please and thank you. But good luck with the other groups. uh, okay. With that said, we will now move to France and Spain match, which has started 12 minutes ago. And we will also adjust the scoreboard. Also commiserations, of course, to Poland, but I think that despite your loss today, you most likely got in some great practice, and if you are gonna be watching this later on, I hope the comments will help. Or if you just review if you just review the games on your own time, then I hope you can find some mistakes that you've made, because those will for sure be the decisive factors in getting the improvement on your skill and on your play style and on everything possible that you can imagine. Now, let's adjust the scoreboard to its acquired stage for the next match. And just because I want, let's also quickly count the number of games won by both players from Poland-Ukraine match. So 0-2, 0-4, 1-6, 1-8, 3-8, 5-9, 5-11. So that is a great number for Ukraine to end the training day. And now you can just take a moments out of your evening and watch. Just relax, sit back and watch when France and Spain clash between each other. Starting with Blitz. Fifteen tiles remaining, 12 points lead for the French player. Then we have a ruin worth 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points. So plus 21, plus 20, 4, 8, plus 12, plus 4, minus 4, plus 2, a tied field. So +2 for black, and he is having a +2 meeple advantage. So great stuff. There is a starting tile remaining. So Blitz, if Blitz gets that, then he might be inclined to actually go over here and meeple the city, just so that he's able to make sure that Rafa does not get a monastery meeple back too easily. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Still 2 triangles remaining. Plus maybe a triple city. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Also 1 triple city remaining. Okay. Blitz decides to use his meeple advantage and go for the field. Rafa, is he going to take a meeple back and allow the second meeple of Blitz to come to the field and basically give up the field entirely? I think he might actually, because then he will be able to make sure that if this second meeple gets to the field, then Blitz will lose out on the 6 points of this small private field, and Rafa does exactly that, gives up the field, but gets a meeple back. And now Rafa might be placing his faith into first getting a triangle over here, then getting this meeple back, meeple in the city, then getting a starting tile, and then maybe even getting the triple city. Honestly, Rafa might even meeple this part before the final triple city is drawn and try to even overrun this ruin. And now that Blitz has the control of the field, Rafa definitely has to do something radical. Now, what that radical is, there are actually, a couple of options. The ones that I mentioned go over here. But Blitz gets there first. Okay. Well, is Rafa feeling like 5 points? Yes, actually 8 points. Takes the monastery. Yeah, sure. Because he's still gonna be wanting to get a triangle and the starting tile, and then if he gets to finish this city, he'll be able to drop a 6-point farmer. Like, all kinds of good stuff can still happen. Blitz, I think, definitely should go here. Yes, great stuff. And somewhat just in time, as Rafa gets the starting tile, but is not able to use it here productively anymore. 3 points for Blitz from here. Yeah, good stuff. Just playing it safe, no need to risk anything. And then Rafa, not really much to do. I think Rafa will have to reserve his one meeple in preparation of getting the final remaining triple city. Go over here and then get this meeple back and meeple this city. Let's nothing really to do with the tile either. Maybe go here and try to prevent this triple city from happening, but not much that I can think of with the straight road. Not really worth going for a 3-point field or for 3 points anything, given that you can draw a city tile and go here and just prevent Rafa from using the triple city here. Just like generally just to prevent all points from Rafa. Like you are +1, -5, -13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 20, 15, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're still +8 as splits. So you don't need to risk stuff. But since you're +8, if Rafa gets this, can he win? Does it come with a shield, the remaining triple city? It is a triple city with a road, and it does not come with a shield, but it will be still 4, 5, 6, 7, an 8-point move, which would put him at being even. And Rafa is the starting player, so he does have one extra tile. And it might be so that Blitz is anticipating Rafa getting the triple city, going to even on points, and then instead just scoring a 4-point road or something. Blitz now absolutely has to go here. This is the winning move over here. The one winning move. He'll be +11, and there is nothing that Rafa can do. Nothing. One move. Not difficult to find. Finds it and wins the game. Rafa gonna be taking a 4-point road. Nothing else, or just add 1 point to his monastery, but it's all the same because there is nothing that Rafa can score more points than 4. But is there a monastery though? 1, 2, 3, there is. So actually it is better to go over here and score 1 point to your monastery and then hope for the final remaining monastery and get a 5-point move. Because with the triple city, then Blitz will go over here. Or actually, it's going to depend on whether Rafa uses a meeple on this turn or not. If Rafa does not use a meeple on this turn and then Blitz gets a triple city, he's going to go over here and get 4 points instead of 3 points. Because now Blitz does not have to care about giving a meeple back to Rafa, as Rafa can no longer use the additional meeple. Exactly, that's 1 extra point, and then Rafa takes a 6-point monastery. Okay, wonderful stuff by Blitz. I especially like the fact that Blitz used his meeple advantage and took this 2-point this 2-point city just to prevent Rafa from being able to use the triple city to tie this ruin. And 10 points is how much is the difference, and France leads 1-0 on this duel. Then, and next up, let's see how Lache is doing. Is winning 1-0 against the Spanish captain. And so far, at least judging by purely the scoreboard and otherwise, it looks very, very bad for Joaquin. Plus 11 for Lahache on here on the scoreboard and has a large field in control. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cities. So plus 18, so plus 29, 25, 20, 19, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 13, plus 7, plus, yeah, plus 7, plus 6, plus 8 for yellow, plus 12, and is Joaquin able to get this city completed? He is not, but is he able to defend? And I think the answer is yes. There are still 2 triangles that fit in the spot, and also actually no dividers, but 2 triangles which will both serve the Spanish captain very well, as upon completion it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 point move, minus 3 of course, because it will make a city on the field, so a 12 point move, which will put him back into the game, would also give Joaquin 2 meeples back in, and only 1 to his opponent, so that would work wonderfully as well. So there is definitely chances for Joaquin to pull this off. Also, these meeples are not blocked. There is one road, one field crossroad that still fits here, and then there is one city crossroad that fits here. So these meeples are also possible to get back into the Spanish captain's hand. There is also a sort of, oh no 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 no, this is tremendously risky, and I I don't think you need to attack on I don't think you need to attack the field. Now this is just unnecessarily risky, and I think this is like one of those moves which will allow you to lose the game if you keep doing those. Because even though you are losing the field, if you just complete this city, I don't think you will be in that deep of a trouble. But this is just a wasted meeple. Ay, 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 ay. Okay, let's see. Plus 13, 20, 22, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 40, plus 40, 34, 28, plus 17 for yellow. More seems to be coming. trouble to the Spanish captain. Which I think he will do. I mean, I mean, the only reason why I can the only reason I can think of why this move would not happen is because if you were just too afraid of providing a connection spot to the field. But all starting tiles are out, so I would imagine that this square is like easily blockable. Wow. Poof. Okay. Uh, that was not good for the French player. Not good. I think if anything, he should meeple the city because there is still one triple city remaining, and if he meeples the city, then this stuff cannot happen. That Hawking just takes 4 points for free, and now also what has also happened with this tile is that Joaquin is able to make a wonderful field connection opportunity to the field, and that is exactly why the French player had to go with a third farmer preemptively to correct the mistake that he made with the dagger. Like sure, it was a great tile run out also for Joaquin, but like this is not the thing you want to do. This is not the thing you in any situation do without meepling the city. Hmm. Okay, now this did get a total of 9 points, at least 9 temporary points to yellow, but now 3 of them are taken away. And Joaquin also meeples a 2-point road, knowing that there are still one um, one crossroad remaining, which he can use for quick points and to take a meeple back. So in order to not be left out with a meeple on a meeple surplus, then Joaquin needs to very vigorously use the meeples that he has. And now also I think just taking like a 3-point road from here. I mean, this sort of kind of works, but like less optimally because oh wait, no, actually it doesn't matter because the reason why I thought that this would be better is because it would prevent yellow from grabbing the final remaining crossroad, going over here, taking 3 points, whereas here it would not be so vital, but here yellow could take 3 points anyway, so there's that. Now, Joaquin unfortunately not able to get the crossroad, but what does he come up with? Maybe just 1 point on the road if there are no city caps remaining. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay, and 22. So there is a city cap remaining, so not here. But he can't take any quick points elsewhere anyway. And he can't attack the field because he has no possibility of tying it, since Lahache is winning the field with 3 meeples to 1. Honestly, yeah, not too much that Hawking can do. Plus 17, 20, 22, 28, 34, 31, 28, 21, minus 3. But actually, no, is that still a good move though? But if he gets the city cap, then it's gonna be actually a 0-point move. He can make a 1-point move over here. But the crossroad and the city cap were the same tile. So with this move, gain 2 points, but without... If he does not place a meeple here, and then instead just wishes to get this, gets the meeple a 3-point field, so missed out on 2 points, but wait. Okay, Hawking missed out on 2 points, but it might not actually be important. Okay, Hawking saying in the chat that it's 1 point difference, but I don't think that is the case. I think it's more than 1 point. But if it is 1 point, then Hawking did have a win here. Just playing this with no meeple and hoping to get the crossroad and meepling a 3-point city, a 3-point field. Yeah, it's a 3-point difference. So this minor mistake did not make the cut, or did not make the difference in the bigger picture. And that was a 2-0 win for the Frenchman. So let's update scores accordingly. Then let's go see how Viv is doing versus Texi. And it looks like Viv has made short work of Texi. Also 2-0. And France going into 2-0 lead. Then how about RMLS? Also seems to be finished. What's the score? Huh? Okay, so he did not appear, or then the lineups have changed. Okay, so let me actually quickly take a look at local and see. Huh. Okay, so this match just didn't happen. Interesting. Okay, how about then match can Squalus. Okay, Mad Gang is having a 1-0 lead. So maybe not everything is lost for Spain. 5 tiles remaining. Do let me know in the chat if there are any players from today's France-Spain match. If you know what's happened to the match of RMLS and local. For now, I assume that it just got deleted. Very quick moves as neither player is left with meeples, but Squalus just gets a fantastic tile, gets to finish a larger city of 14 points versus a 4-point city of Madcan, but this does cause issues as Madcan is able to make a 14-point move, taking an 8-point monastery and increasing the size of its field by 2 cities. And looks like Squalus is not too happy about it. Seems like the monasteries have been a constant pain for Squalus today. And it might be so that Madcan, with that 14-point move, is able to take this down. Maybe. I'm actually not sure. It looks like it might still be close-ish. Plus 14, plus 20, 13, and yeah, it seems that it's gonna be enough for Madcan to take it down. Oh wait, there was a 6-point field of Squalus, so maybe... but still not enough. Madcan still takes it down by 3 points, so a very convenient tile for Madcan as his ultimate 1, which puts him at 2-0 if I'm not mistaken. Yep. So, point goes to Spain. And then we have one more game, or a duel, to see, and it might be Blitz Rafa. They might be also done with it, but looks like not. They are taking their time. Blitz still in a 2-0 lead. 12 tiles to go. And Blitz in 2-point lead. 7, 13. And a lot of farmers. Rafa holding the field down at the moment with 3-2. And one meeple from both about to be joining in. Okay, but otherwise, without fields, Blitz is +7. If fields are even, yes, of course. So if fields are even, Blitz is +7, but looks like the fields are just way too big for black to ignore them. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 21-point field plus additional stuff here, and just keeps growing and growing. Seems so that this connection does still have tiles to make it happen. 1, 2, 3. So there is one row triangle. There are no city crossroads. And one dagger, so 2 tiles to go here. And I wonder if that's going to be successful or not. But with that dagger, there's also a 6-point city up for grabs. Now is Blitz gonna come up with something remarkable? Is he gonna attack the field from here? Would that be a good move? Possibly. All starting tiles are out. But surely there are other tiles. 3 regular curves. 1 regular straight road. Oh, a very interesting move by Blitz. So anticipating Rafa to get the dagger, and then preparing to make a 10-point city, and possibly even not bothering with the field at all. Though I must say that I don't like the move here by Rafa. I think it would have been much better to go here and prevent the possible completion of this city in the case that Rafa does indeed draw the dagger and goes over here and secures the field. But is he able to make it happen with other tile? Okay, so 1 tile left in the deck to go over here. 2 tiles in here. Might be in Rafa's interest to go over here and block the connection here. Does not seem like he wants to do it. But Blades is not getting the tiles he needs. Well, what does Blitz actually need, other than maybe the dagger? Well, I guess the final remaining row triangle as well, right? Maybe them both. Well, Rafa gets this, which is very much fantastic for Rafa, and now Rafa can also use the final remaining straight road to just take 4 points from here and just eat up this farmer. Would be 6 plus 6 plus 4, so a 16-point move. Especially like without risks, at least if Rafa is able to make that on his final tile. Blitz, I don't think will be able to take a monastery. I think Blitz will have to attack the field with his final meeple. But if Rafa just goes here, is it gonna be enough to win the game? He does make it so. Okay, are there any additional curves? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, so Blitz does have a chance to equalize the field. If he goes over here, then draws the final remaining curve, and then gets the straight road. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, an 18, actually a 20-point move with his final 2 tiles. So there is potential. I don't think he's gonna win by doing anything else. I don't think he just has the points in any features to do that. -4 equal +5, and then if he equalizes the field, then it's going to be 7. Blitz goes for it. Wonderful move. Unfortunately, does not happen successfully as Rafa draws the final straight road and now does not go here, but just does anything else and wins the game. And since Rafa is gonna be winning this game, it's gonna go down to a decider, which we love to see because it means more Carcassonne. Blitz just adding 1 point, I reckon. Oh, actually, maybe would have even had a better move if Blitz goes over here and directs the city this way and then prevents Rafa from using the curve to take 5 points. Instead, then Rafa would have to just settle for like 3 points over here. So it would be like net 1 point and net plus 1 point from what Blitz now did. Wouldn't matter, of course, in terms of the final end result. Well, it would still lose by 1,000,000 points, but if you want to be like very niche with your moves and have the brain capacity to think at this stage of the night, then might as well try to do something fancy, right? Okay, so por la última y decisiva, yes. So let's go to the final and decisive game. Something along those lines, I reckon this means. And I think Blitz un segundo, like wanted to wait a second or something. But let's get ready for the decider. In any case, it does appear so that France has taken this match under their belt, since the matches that are now over are indeed 2-1, and since we did not have one match played, there is no possibility that Spain wins more games than France in this match, and at worst it's going to be 2-2 in terms of duels won, but at least 5-4 in terms of games, which in the practice games we can use as tiebreakers, although they are not official tiebreakers in the actual tournament games. Now, final game of the evening, and hold up a second. Alrighty. get to enjoy my acrobatics. Okay, Joaquin saying that RMLS is not submitted, so I assume, I don't know, like he just didn't show up, but Loku did, and you consider it as a win. I mean, that's fine for me. Or, as a matter of fact, let us quickly do a thing. One more time, let's take a look at, like, have they played, and if they have not, then do something. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so has not, but Hawking with not submitted, I assume you mean that that the French player just didn't show up. Blitz now does have a bunch of not so great options here, but it would be, it would give 1 point to the monastery and would be able to attack the road, but a 2 point road not worth attacking, and he would also be uh, blocking this square that he has two meeples stuck in, and here also bad would be also provide a blocking spot for red. Not here, of course not, because it would be just ending Rafa's road. And what? Uh, oh yeah, actually, I was in the mindset that Blitz is just gonna go over here and take 2 points, but now that I indeed think about it, maybe this was better, of course, yeah, because this side was already slightly restricted. Blitz now, I assume, just gonna go over here and make sure that this monastery is not burdened anymore. Decides against it though. I mean, yeah, but like the thing is that you took 2 points, right? But you instead could have taken just 1 point and like almost completely secured this monastery. Whereas, like I always think that what like 1 point is not worth risking your meeple, and this is exactly one of those situations where just taking 1 point more uh, risks your meeple. Okay, a bit of a weird move by Rafa, just making an empty move, just leaving a 2 point road out there for anyone to take. Just a bunch of unorthodox moves in the beginning of this game. Very interesting. Not necessarily bad moves, but at least the kind of ones that I would refrain from making. Rafa has multiple options now. One is, of course, to just add the curve over here and start harassing the city. One was to just take the 4-point loop here and pre-complete it by making the loop this way and leave yourself with a rather easily completable loop. But now Blitz decided to continue his castle to the left where it is attackable. But I'm pretty sure that Blitz actually made this move thinking that if Rafa attacks, then it's going to create a platform for Blitz to then block, or at least start blocking these two meeples, which is wonderful stuff for Blitz. Also a wonderful tile for Blitz. Gets to use this tremendous monastery spot that he has been able to make for himself. Rafa, is he gonna block this is he gonna block the monastery, or is he going to take 3 points? How much do you value your opponent's meeples? Just going for straight up blocking. Can't blame him. Blitz 3 points or make infinite threats, and infinite threats it is. And just in the nick of time, Rafa also pulls a triple city, gets his meeple out of the threat of Blitz going full steam on this city and possibly overrunning it. Now Rafa instead has a chance to overrun this city. Does not quite get the tile to do that, but gets to save his meeples. But it is now possible that when Rafa completes this city, then it's gonna be possible again for Blitz to limit this square to a starting tile, and wow, that is just a fabulous move by Blitz. Just like, look at this, there's a staircase of meeples that are requiring the same tiles to every square. Here needs a starting tile. Here would be a good use for a starting tile. Here would be a good use for a starting tile. And whenever this gets completed, then there is a possible blocking spot for Blitz to get another starting tile square to here. Also, I am very much amazed that Rafa did not go for a overrun plan on this city, even though he had the chance. It was still a 4, 5, 6, 7, a 7-point city upon completion, anywhere between 18 to 22 points. Sure, there were considerably low amount of triangles remaining, only 4 at the time when Rafa made this move, but still that is enough, in my opinion, to use this possibility that you have been given to your advantage. Rafa gets the starting tile, but now there's another threat. Is Blitz gonna be able to complete the block? No, he doesn't yet, but all daggers with the right hand side curve are gone, and now there is a huge threat of full block of this square, which Rafa correctly recognizes. But this doesn't help too much, because there are still only so many tiles that fit there. Only one road triangle and two triple cities with a road. Now the triple cities, I would argue that would be actually better because they end the road. No, but no, maybe it's just a preference of which people you want out sooner, the road or the city. But if you get the city out, then there's a chance to make something like this. Yeah, of course the road triangle would actually indeed be more preferable, but only one of them remain in the deck. So 50-50 chance to get that. And I would argue that if Rafa gets a triple city with a road earlier, then he will still put it there, just because Blitz will likely be threatening to block this like more and more all the time. Like for example now, I think Blitz would totally be able to go here and meeple the city. Also, just starting a field is totally doable. Multiple options here for the French player. Isna saying restricting to a starting tile was actually wrong. Was it though? I mean, there are two starting tiles remaining. You would actually be right about that, because had Blitz just directed the curve like this, then there would be only one city cap remaining in this square, being this exact city cap, which would be used by Rafa to finish the city, and the one remaining road triangle, which he already needs here. So yeah, for sure, an oversight by Blitz, taking the more natural way of restricting to a starting tile, with being the combination of a city restricted by a city, road, and the field. But he did not take his time and actually count the pieces or the tiles that actually fit into this square in any given scenario. And yeah, I have to definitely agree with Isna that this is a missed chance by Blitz to cause even more damage than he is causing now. Still, of course, a rather horrible situation here for Rafa, as he has three meeples stuck in a total of 9 points, which is just horrendous. But you know, things could be even worse for Rafa, but like, believe it or not. And we have just shown it to be true. A very good note there by Isna. Serve splits well. Rafa now not able to connect these two farmers and remove 6 points. Also, Rafa now gets his monastery fully blocked. And Blitz seems to be cruising to a win here. Is plus 11 on the scoreboard. Has a 9-point field, another 9-point field, so plus 29, plus 22, 27, has 13 points from the monasteries, so plus 40. This is shared, and there are a total of 9 points from these 3 people. So Blitz is now plus 31, if I am not mistaken, and this is a totally horrendous situation for Rafa, and gets even worse as Blitz gets a divider and finishes a 12-point city, gets a meeple back, is now equal on meeples, and is now a plus quadrillion points. And it looks like Rafa is starting to need miracles to happen here. Well, first of all, he needs to get the road triangle. Then he would be able to get this meeple back and continue his road. Then drop a farmer on a 6-point field. Then he needs to get the starting tile, go over here and further continue the road. Well, Blitz even gets the road triangle, so that plan is now not possible. But yes, the starting tile, continue the road, drop a farmer on a 9-point field, then needs to actually complete the road with the one remaining regular crossroad. Then needs to get like road monastery on this end and finish the just finish the road from this end and increase the size of the field, and then maybe before that he has to have had a second meeple on the field, get a strong two two meeple field, then overrun this field. I mean, how many things do you have to have happen before you can like actually be even equal in points? Is just beyond imagination of this game at this point. This is just totally horrendous to look for Rafa. Blitz now drops a third farmer, takes a 6-point field, preparing to take the 9-point field when Rafa gets the starting tile. Rafa had to block his own meeples as there were, I don't think, any tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, there was one dagger to go here, but it was a very far-fetched idea to be able to make it happen. To get to then get to finish this city, but he would have to block this meeple to do that, and that's in the case that Blitz would not be able to block everything here as he would have. This is looking to be close to a decimation by Blitz in this game. Now plus 22, plus 30, plus 37, plus 49, 58, 52, 51, 49, 42, 48. Did I count this? I think I didn't. 48, 45. Yeah, just Blitzes plus 45 points. Plus 45 points. Do you realize how much that is? An unbelievable run by Blitz in this game, being able to make such a dangerous threat out of only really from these 3 cities, taking 2 times the 6-point cities, 2 times the 6 points over here, and then 2 times the 6 points over here. Just a decimation by Blitz in this game. Goodness me. I wonder what's going through Rafa's head. How is he gonna make this happen? One starting tile over here. There is one road monastery. Then there is the crossroad. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Triple city is gone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A triangle's gone. Monastery is the regular one's gone. One extender remaining. Like just with the tiles that are remaining, like there just aren't like point scoring opportunities. If Rafa gets the starting tile, takes this road, then gets the crossroad, meeples another road, gets road monastery. Okay, seems like we can forget that idea immediately because Blitz gets the starting tile. Rafa still has a point scoring opportunity of 6 points, 7 points by going here and connecting this and this farmer. And this is exactly what he's going to do. Not even bothering to meeple the road, which I can't really blame him, because he needs the meeple to score for the road monastery, which to which there is a splendid place over here, a 14-point place, 14-point spot, 8 for the monastery, and then again removing 6 points from Blitz. But I think Blitz is still like, yeah, 45, because he was able to take 7 points with this city and 1 point more for the monastery. Rafael Blitz takes 4 points, and is Rafa able to get the monastery? He does. A very, very small consolation prize for 14 points, but still not able to make even a dent to the massive point lead of Blitz in this game. 5 points is the Frenchman's answer, and then finally 1 point to Blitz's, 1 point to Rafa's road. So this was definitely a cruise to a win by Blitz. Like, just look at this very, very sad view of a 2-point meeple blocked, a 1-point meeple blocked, and in the same square a road blocked by from red as well. And this red meeple stuck to a 3-point road. To a 3-point field. So 3 meeples scoring a total of 6 points at the end of the game, and not exactly the kind of points that you want to see for yourself. Blitz winning 2-1. 2-1. Mhm. And takes another point to France. 2-1. And that is going to be it for today's stream. Congratulations to France with with another exceptional team that is going to be taking part on the WTCOC. A lot of strong teams from all over the world, and it is, well, for me it is honestly kind of impossible to guess who is going to be the favorite, if any, really. Well, I think maybe in the books of many players who are wild enough to guess, I think China might still be one of the top favorites. Then maybe Japan also, but then maybe from the European countries, um, Romania, then maybe France, and then RCP. I think, like from the top of my head, I would place in top five. But they do not have any points under any actual points from this season under their belts, so all of the guesses are just indeed guessing. Now, tomorrow's match is going to be um, at 18:30 UTC, but uh, Finland will be facing Belarus or Tunisia tomorrow at starting at 17:30 UTC. So I will start the stream at 17:25. It is just not um, visible on the website because I have not announced it, um, to Sergey, and I have not sent the match results. But even if it was not to be on the website, I will still be, of course, starting the stream at 17:25 UTC. First with Finland, Tunisia, and then later on with Ukraine and Italy. So another double match stream tomorrow, and then we will see. Then it's very likely that uh, actually, is it likely? No, I don't actually want to say it's likely. Then after tomorrow, let's see how many matches there will be. At least on the scheduling stage, there doesn't seem to be too many. But on the incoming Sunday, there will be a match for Finland, and it will be against Spain, although not scheduled. It is scheduled but not announced on the website as well. I will announce both of them today, or actually, I can't announce the Finland-Spain because we haven't agreed on the lineups yet, but they will both be visible on the website as soon as possible, I hope. To those of you who hate blabbering, a very short recap. Tomorrow, new stream starting at 17:25 UTC with Finland, Tunisia, and then following with Ukraine, Italy, and then the future streams you will be able to get announced on my channel if you follow it. So do subscribe. That's gonna be it. thank you everyone for sticking until up this late, and I will see you with some more Carcassonne content very soon tomorrow. Bye for now.